What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So guys, I got a good video for you today because there are some opportunities with some big potential that you are definitely going to want to take a look at. But before I get into that, I want to say a big shout out to all of you guys that just consistently turn up, show up, come and hang out with me a couple of times a week on these videos. Honestly, massively appreciative of you guys, and it's because of you guys that there are now new people who are finding the channel, getting exposure to the information, which again, I am massively appreciative for. Speaking of which, I get messages like this a lot. This is from a new member from over the Patreon who made 130% on one of his plays, MSFT, which is one of our plays collectively over there. And honestly, messages like this will never, ever get old because it's amazing just to see new members recognizing the potential that the markets have to deliver. Honestly, 130% is a regular occurrence. All right, regular occurrence. Now I know for those who are new, they may not understand how we access these level of returns when they see a stock price maybe move 1 or 2% or 5% in a day. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. All right, but again, if you guys are new to the markets, you guys have an incredible journey ahead of you, and you will see returns like this very frequently. Okay. Speaking of new, if you're new to the Patreon, I will be posting some introductory videos which will help you guys navigate and set up on some of the brokerages that we use and help you guys familiarize yourself with the brokerages, getting in and out of trades. So you guys are up to speed. So then you can join some of our members doing amazing things, whether that's Ali, Michael McCoy, Nancy, Raul. Our guys over there just doing amazing things on our trades collectively. Right. So definitely look out for those if you're new to the Patreon this week. Right. Speaking of big opportunities, guys, as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, there are two names I want to speak to you about in this video that have some big potential brewing. Now, these names were jumping out at me earlier, so I thought, you know what? Let me tell the people. People have got to know about them. So the first one is Uber, guys. Uber has massive potential, right? Now, this is one that I spoke about last week or week before that, but it didn't hit our price targets, didn't fulfill our entry criteria, so we didn't take a position. But now there is even more upside in the name than there was last week. So now there's even greater opportunity. So last week I was talking about 100%. Last week I was talking about 150% opportunity here. Now I'm talking about 200% opportunity. Now, for those of you wondering, how do you make 200%? How are you going to make 200% on Uber? Well, we're not going to buy the stock, okay? We're not going to buy the stock because we don't have 30 years to wait for our money. We want to be making money today, right now. So what we use is the options market, and the options market is an absolute game changer for accelerating and boosting your returns massively, okay? And the options market isn't complicated, it's very simple, very simple. You have call options and you have put options. You be on the right side of the trade, you get paid out massively. It's as simple as that. So that's how my guys are making 100%, 200% returns that I share with you guys all the time. So Uber now has the potential to go ahead and deliver 200% in the options market. Yes, 200%. Why? Because right now Uber is $65, but it's got room all the way up to $80, all right? That is a huge move that is currently brewing. Now, I want all of you guys to always have access to the information first. I want you guys to be in pole position where the rest of the market is being blindsided and being thrown off course by the market, what it likes to do. I want you guys to always be in the forefront, ready to go for when the time is right, and Uber is getting prepared for just a move. Now, nobody's looking at Uber right now. Uber is one that the market has done very well to disguise, but you can't hide it from me. I've been in the markets too long, and therefore the market can't hide the opportunity from you either. Okay. So if you look, what Uber's done in recent times is it's gone ahead and broken through this structure level of $67. Right? That was a key support level. It broke through that. What it's getting ready to do now is flip, reverse course, and break back above, and then move all the way to $80, right? So huge potential in this name, right? So definitely make sure that you guys, if you're not already, you're tapped into the Patreon, because we will be ready to go on this name as soon as we get this moving towards our target entry price, okay? So that is key, right? So just to make sure that you guys are prepped and ready to go. Because as I always say, guys, take advantage of these opportunities. You're going to need some big cojones, all right? So when the time is right, if you guys are kind of doing it solo, doing it on your own, the market's got a very clever way of creating anxiety, creating doubt. But over there, we haven't got any of that, guys. We're too experienced, been in the markets too long, and that's why you see us executing in a big way on all of these opportunities. So guys, don't be surprised, because I will be pulling up, all right? And I will have my army of Patreon members right behind me when we made 10, 20K on this particular name, all right? And it's coming. So that you guys, when that does happen, you'll be like, all right, yeah, he did mention it. He did mention it a couple of weeks ago. He's not crazy. So that time is coming. Okay, so just so you guys aren't like, where did that come from? I told you guys early. Uber is a name you're going to want to take a look at. Anyway, guys, second name is Google. So Google's had a very interesting move today. Google's gone ahead and broken above that $183 level of resistance. A couple of weeks back, I did tell you guys, I said Google is going to go above $200. And what it's doing now is it's laying the groundwork. As a matter of fact, it started laying the groundwork a week ago. Now, this is another trade that we executed on over at the Patreon. Members did exceptionally well. But anyway, we are on course up to $200. So if we're on course up to $200, you take that intel over to the options market, you've got call option opportunities that have got 250% in return potential. Okay, so big name. This is a big name. I don't want you guys to miss out on it. Now, what I'm not doing is I'm not just jumping in right here and buying call options, right? I'm using my experience and using my understanding of charts, technicals, footprint. And ideally what I'm waiting for is a pullback below this level of structure that is broken. Now, just because it pulls back below that level of structure doesn't mean that we are not going to see it make a pass at 200. All it does is it just throws the market and diverts the attention away from Google, which is what the market likes to do. Once that attention is diverted away, we will be getting prepared to make entries once we see a reclaim of this 183, because then we know we're on course all the way up to $200. Okay, so Google is set for some incredible things. Again, in terms of return potential, we are talking 200%, right? So both these names have 200% return potential. What we'll do is we'll just take this intel over to the options market, do what we do best, picking out these option contracts to take advantage of it. So if I'm in the case of Google, I'm looking at option contracts that will be around 184, 185. Again, once it's gone ahead and fulfilled my entry criteria, I'm going to take these option contracts up to 100%. So again, another name that's got massive potential, right? So these are the kind of lanes that you guys want to be looking at, all right? What I'm trying to do is make sure that you guys are looking at the right things, make sure you guys are positioned correctly to take maximum advantage of the opportunities that the market gives you. As you guys see, every week the market is just dishing out these opportunities. Sometimes they take a day, or sometimes it might take a week or so to fully materialize. But the groundwork is done now. The preparation is done now. So at the beginning of the video, when I showed you one of the members had made 130%, that preparation for that particular trade, that was done a couple of weeks back, right? Just like the preparation now is getting ready for these names to go ahead and deliver some monstrous returns. And I want all of you guys in there with me so we can all celebrate together. All right, guys, that's the video for today. Catch you guys later.